Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Wildlife Park. And last episode, you guys will remember, we basically went through and were planning out some stuff to build. You guys actually gave me quite a lot of suggestions. People were saying flamingos, parrots, ocelots, that kind of stuff. Tons of animals and stuff I should do for this exhibit and that exhibit. And you know what, guys, I was pretty sick. But I have, for some reason, decided now I'm going to build this just because I realized I actually do have enough creatures to go in here, except for there, and I'll probably figure out what I am going to put in there. But yeah, so I was like, you know what, I wanted to build the reptile house first anyway, just because, I don't know, I really like the idea of the reptile house. I think it's going to be quite a cool thing. So yeah, we're going to end up working on that today. But the first order of business will probably be the fact that I'm going to double layer these cyan stained clay blocks over here, because, well, I think it might actually look way nicer if I have a sort of, you know, what's it called, like a border going along this whole thing. Also, that will be the secondary entrance to the area, and then we will have this, which goes along like that, and that's just about it. So yeah, today we're going to work basically just on the I guess the main building. Tomorrow, so yeah, this will be the week, I guess, of Wildlife Park. We're not going to do a ton of JPOG episodes this week just because, I don't know, what is it? I mean, just from recent memory, I don't think JPOG videos do as well, and I don't know, I think this is going to be a lot better to kind of produce, because I think it'll be good to have another strong secondary series going alongside with dinos. But anyway, yeah, so now that we've got this, so today will be this, tomorrow, which is Thursday, and the day Dunkirk comes out, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that film. It looks good, but I don't know why I put that in there. But yeah, anyway, so tomorrow will probably be this, designing the interior, and then the final episode will probably be doing the crocodiles if I can't fit it into the episode after this. Anyway, let's see, I think we should grab some, let's see, quartz and, whoops, I thought I was in the search. Marble, and let's see if we can find maybe a marble texture that would work really well for the walls, because I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool to have something a bit like this. Well, it's gonna look a lot better on the exterior, so I mean, now I guess I kind of need to do that, and this actually might make this exhibit look a bit nicer, because then it's not just, you know, straight up tank when you get to the wall or when you come right into the building. So yeah, I think I think I've actually figured out. So as you can see now, snakes have basically taken over all of that, one of those, and this, because I realized there are actually quite a lot of snakes, such as one that I believe is meant to either be an anaconda or a python of some sort, and I realized this would actually be since, you know, a mob is absolutely massive. It's a huge mob, or compared to the snakes. Actually, you know what? I'll give you guys a bit of a spoiler just to show you how, like, that's a pretty big snake to put in an exhibit. So I was like, you know what? 2 of these things in this area is going to be pretty sick if we really jungle it up and stuff. So I think that's the plan so far. But let's see. First off, I probably just want to get to about a good height for this whole area. Let's see, so yeah, we'll just build up a bit of framework for the moment, and yeah, like that, and we'll drag this along, connect it up to there. Yeah, that's good. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. You know what, I might go over something else real quick before we really get into this. As you can see, I did actually work a bit more on the Asian elephant exhibit. I said I was going to do this, and I did. And we did add in a new elephant. And I think when I get the rest of the plant life put in here, probably another watering hole, get some more pathways going through. I think this exhibit's going to look really, really good. But yeah, so I got that started. And then after we get this, and finish the reptile house, we'll probably do the cave exhibit I was talking about, because I think that's going to be something very cool to do in the near future. So I realized while I was getting this prepared off screen before I started recording that this building right here is probably going to be heavily influential on what our aquarium ends up looking like in this series, because actually this is going to be a lot faster just because I don't have to go back and forth. But yeah, I was like, well, this is probably going to end up influencing the aquarium quite heavily, just simply because it's going to be very similar styles of build. You know, one big main hall with a lot of smaller tanks in it, and then probably like an offshoot section, such as like this, with a much larger tank for like one, maybe two creatures. But yeah, I was doing that and I realized that, and I thought that was kind of funny. You know what? This corner here, because I think this is the only like 90-degree angle in the entire. No, there's one over there. Can't tell which is gonna look better, because I feel like this might look too thin. But put it, otherwise it may look, you know, not thick enough. It'll either look too thin or too thick. That's the problem I'm having with this whole thing. This whole build right here. Anyway, let's get this just going along. I could have used the builder's wand. I need to get better at remembering to use that thing, because that thing is amazing for saving me tons of work, because, you know. I think that's about right, and then we just drag it along like this. Please be the right height. Nope, you're one taller. Darn you, cyan clay! You know, I think we might actually have enough time in this episode to actually get at least one of the creatures in. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I do not know. Because, I don't know, I feel like the snake is something, not the snakes, the like anacondas and pythons and stuff are something I don't really want to mess up, so I really want to take my time with that exhibit. We could do the Komodo Dragon, and the Komodo Dragon is probably going to be a bit more unique to some of the other ones I want to put in, just because I think the Komodo Dragon will actually feature windows to the outside, you know, sections of the park. Let me see. So something like this, and then if we find the midsection of this, we can put in like a pillar. So something tells me it's okay. Let's see. 5. Okay, so we do something like this, and then like this. That almost looks like too fancy or something. I don't know. And that doesn't look good enough. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But yes, well, actually, let's just fill it in. Let's fill it in and see what it looks like. Because, yeah. Okay, so where's the midpoint for this section? Is that... No, the midpoint would have to be an extra pillar section just put in. Oh gosh, excuse me. Excusez-moi. And then this one, was that 5? And then about 5 from here, and 5. Oh, that's perfectly. That's actually quite nice. I always love it when a build works out perfectly like that. Especially when it's one I didn't plan to work like that, because most of them I don't intentionally do that for, and then, well, when it happens, it's just pretty dang nice. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay. We should probably actually just get the rest of the framing up first and then worry about the rest of this. Wait, no, we should leave this one open. And then, yeah, like that. Sorry about that, my voice seems to be somewhat clogged, unfortunately, which is not good, which is very bad, very bad. Do not like it when that happens. Okay, and then we can just do that, so I'll just replace. There we go. Don't know, // replace nothing. Good job. 10 out of 10 for commands. Okay, and then we just drag this along over here, because this is going to be the edge of the crocodile exhibit, which I think is going to end up looking really cool, or hopefully it'll look cool, because, oh, you know what this is kind of making me want to do, though? Kind of makes me want to maybe expand this out a bit more. Maybe push the crocodile exhibit out more this way. Remove these 4 little exhibits. Push them over this direction, connect it to the big anaconda exhibit. Make it one large section here, and the crocodiles gain more space, because I think that's going to make the exhibit idea I have work way better than with the current setup. Because I don't really want to make it too much larger than this, just because, I don't know, kind of, you know, an early build, and honestly, if I made it way too much bigger than this, I'd run out of space and things to put in here. Well, not run out of space, we'd have more than enough space, that's what I meant to say. We'd have more than enough space and not enough to do with it, which is always a problem I end up having with some things, like laboratories I've built in the past for dinosaurs. Like, man, those things, I always build them way too large for what I actually need, and then I just end up with a ton of empty space that I'm never going to use. And that actually works really well there, because that's going to be flush with some glass. Okay. And then we can probably fill that in like that. I don't know, do I want this to be marble? Does quartz look better? Maybe the problem is just that I need something a little bit less uniform. But that's the thing, I kind of want to contrast it with the gray. Is there another clay maybe we could use? We could try these two, I guess, and see if one of them kind of works well. Does this... And then maybe, I don't know, let's say we did something like that, I guess, and then just kind of continued the pattern along. Kind of just going throughout the area. I don't know. Because I think that would work a lot better with the interior area, because it will make... Oh wait, do we have carpenter's blocks? We have carpenter's blocks. There we go, we've just figured out how to solve our problem. Oh, have we? Don't know if I actually have figured out my problem. We're going to delete this real quick, just because we need to. But, I mean, hypothetically, we could just use, obviously, carpenter's blocks and do this. Wait, so if I... Oh man, I love this. What is this? Extra utilities, I think? Man, extra utilities. Probably now my favorite creative mode building mod, just because that is amazing. But yeah, we do that. We still get the indented wall, but then we also retain this backspace here, which we could fill with green stained clay. Yeah, but then we have this problem where we now need to find a specific block we can use. What blocks would look good? Let's see. I really should, again, another thing I probably should have planned out a bit more before I started. Bricks. Mortarless brick. Okay, let's try that. Large brick, and then I'll just type in brick, and we can get the regular bricks out as well, and we can see which of these is gonna look best. Okay, we have that, we have that. I think the default bricks are gonna look the best, but I don't know, like, let's try this. I'm honestly quite interested to see how this might look. And you know what, as well? I honestly think what is it? Putting bricks back here might not look too terrible either, because I don't know. I had a similar thing when I built a bug house before. When I've built bug houses in previous series, where if you just combine it, there aren't too many builds I'd say where bricks work well. Bricks are kind of like a finicky block, and usually in survival they're incredibly expensive, so you don't use them typically. But in some situations, I think the brick looks really nice. Yeah, because then we can glass pane. Find something good in here to use. Now this is where actually something like lime green stained glass may look cool, but let's see. Gray stained glass pane. How does the borderless stuff look? What block can I get rid of? We can probably get rid of this and that. Nope, wrong brick. Okay. Not brick. We need the brick. Okay, let's see. And I mean, we basically already get this effect with the regular glass panes, so I might just get some of those. But yeah, we could put like a glass window in here, which actually saves us a lot of pain of having to, you know, do anything with, you know, complicated materials and stuff. And stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. I have no idea if you actually do, so, woo. Okay, let's see. And then I want to put something like this in just because, I don't know, I think walls like this look slightly better when you break them up. So when it's not just, wait, okay. Oh, okay, because I did this. I was gonna say, how come this works on that side and it doesn't work on this one? Because I didn't build this one correctly. Okay. And then we just do this. And there we go. And then we can just do this to build the walls up, and it still leaves us space to put in any interior block we want to make the exhibit look really good on the inside, which is gonna be quite nice. And, you know, just wait till we get obviously some leaves in here and stuff and some trees to make this look a lot more, you know, tropical and overgrown and stuff like that. But I think it'll make it look a lot nicer than the marble will, because the marble, although I love marble blocks from Chisel, they're quite nice blocks. I've used them. That's, I think, why I was thinking of an aquarium while I was building this, because that's what I use them for. I use the marble from Chisel to build aquariums because I think it makes the flooring at least look really, really, really good. There's also, there's also like this one, oh, well, that's okay. There's also this one stone brick texture that's like these tiny, it's like tiny little stones, and it just looks, in my opinion at least, phenomenal for like fish tanks and stuff for some reason. You'll probably be seeing a lot of that block when we eventually get to an aquarium. Yeah, let's just quickly rush this over, and we should be good. Yeah, so I mean, one of the reasons I'm doing this, and one of the reasons also why there aren't going to be a lot of windows in this area, in case some of you guys are wondering, is basically I'm just kind of basing this off of a lot of reptile houses I've been to, where it's usually like a huge kind of mostly concrete kind of bunker-like building that's got very few windows in it, except for maybe like a couple areas like obviously what we're gonna have here at the Crocodile Exhibit, and at least one other large lizard. So in this case, our Komodo Dragon. Also, I'm just gonna get the glass panes out, and this is where I'm actually thinking maybe even just light gray glass might, I don't know, might do something interesting with this exhibit. Let me try that actually. And we can use this wand just to kind of get it built all the way up. Oh yeah, I forgot, because of this texture thing, it does weird stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I think that actually is gonna look a lot nicer than if we just did default glass. Also, maybe I should delete this pillar here and to have done the smart thing, which is to just put the pillar there. I mean, then it does kind of have the weird very thin pillar thing there, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. It makes it look a bit more like a window. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's gonna make it look real nice. But yeah, and then we can just lay in some more bricks right here, and that will be pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah, so for the comments, was it yesterday I just had you guys suggest animals to put into those exhibits, which we'll do it once we finish the reptile house. But today, if you want to leave it in the comments, leave ideas for how each exhibit should look. So say, you know, Komodo Dragon, do you want, say, like a giant tree stump or something for them to live in or crawl around on? Should it be a bit more sandy, or should it have a lot of trees, or that kind of stuff? So if you have any suggestions for any of the exhibits, the only one I probably won't take a ton of suggestions for is the crocodile, because I've already got a pretty solid idea of how I want that one to look. Got a very solid idea of that, actually. But you know what, if you do have ideas for that, make sure leave them down in the comments. I will check them and see if I find anything that just, you know, inspires me to make a better exhibit, because I think that'll be pretty good. But let's see. This is actually quite a large building, I've just realized. This back area here, this back wall here, we can cheat on technically, because it's right next to the actual zoo border fence, which I'm not gonna change the direction of, so it's just gonna keep going straight to kind of build a giant box eventually around the zoo. But yeah, that means that along the back wall we can just use full brick blocks just like this, and if we get this out, we can just fully do this to save us some time, and you know, because time is money in a way. Time is probably actually the most valuable resource, not probably, time is the most valuable resource we humans have. Because you can always get more money, and you can always get more stuff. You can get so much time. Which has now made this, at least for me, this has made this slightly more gloomy. Reflections on mortality. Woo. But yeah, that works well, and then simply just, if we want to make this look even better from the outside, just every 5 blocks put something like this in. That was 6, that's 5. No, that was 4. I did have it correct. I'm not smart. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, and that's good. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the roof. Wait, so did I only do the first one with 4? Yep, I did. Man, I don't know why I thought it looked like 6, but it did to me. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the roof. I might do something a bit like a skylight, I guess. Because I guess also the bricks are now making me think factory. So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. It might actually be kind of cool to do something like that, or maybe have some sort of like a larger skylight right in the center or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I want this to look like, because obviously at the end, we're not gonna have a shaders shot, I guess you could say, for the end of this episode, because usually we reserve that just for when we get new creatures in. But I'm trying to think, how do I want this to look? Because although, yeah, okay, so I would honestly love to play with shaders constantly for this series, because I think it would make the series look way cooler. The problem is obviously some things backfired and I haven't been able to get a new computer yet. So until that happens, there will unfortunately not be shaders in videos, just because I have a laptop, so you know, I'm not really qualified to do that, unfortunately. But you know what? That's okay. That is okay. So we can either have a 6, 2 4s, and a 5, or 2 4s and 2 2s. I think we'll just go for this one, and maybe we'll put like a sign or something on this middle one. I don't know, maybe say like reptile house or something akin to that. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing with it. Maybe it'll be a window. Actually, you know what? It could just be a window. Because yeah, it'll be like, I think I'm putting like turtles here or something, so I mean, that's not a terrible idea, actually. Just put a little bit of a window in, and then we can just quickly fill it in with the bricks. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. That looks pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. Just thinking, what is it? In real life, which is a weird thing to compare Minecraft to. Like, we all think the pane is like super thick or super thin, but even this was probably like very thick glass. Like, that's probably like windshield thickness levels of glass. I mean, heck, it's kind of funny when you really think about the, like, you know, the dimensions of a Minecraft block being something like a meter, and then think about like a meter, like a solid meter of glass. That would be some pretty durable stuff, I think. I mean, I might be completely wrong. I don't know much about the, you know, the physics of how glass works, but in my mind I'm thinking like, man, that just seems like something that, you know, isn't gonna break very easily. You know what? We might just do like a tiny little brick indent thing here. Actually, you know what? We will expand that to up here and see how that looks. There we go, there we go. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put doors on the entrances just because I don't think we need them per se for this build. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, so one of these has got to be 6 if we do the 5 system. And I think it'll be this one because I'm gonna do stuff over here, so it'll probably be the one that'll be the hardest to notice. That's one of the things I've started to have to learn with this stuff, is that usually I build it before I get a measuring tape out, you know, just make sure I've got everything in the right dimensions. Oh, whoops, nope, we don't want that. Break and grab, and there we go. So yeah, I don't usually build things with the right dimensions right away, so especially with previous dinosaur stuff, I've kind of had to learn how, I guess you could say, to fake the right dimensions. Just kind of, you know, either putting it far enough away or mixing it in just perfectly that you can't tell the difference unless you were like to, you know, actually go up there and count it. Of course, though, there are sometimes when I do it pretty badly and you can very easily tell that there's, you know, a slight difference. But the thing is, with this build at least, the I guess entrance between the two halves of the Crocodile Exhibit are going to be with a rock wall, because obviously that's like my thing. So that one there, and heck, probably even that, will probably be disguised by rocks. So rocks. I've said that very weirdly. But yeah, you shouldn't be able to tell that. That's, you know, a bit of a weird thing, one may say. But yeah. Okay, so this is going quite well. Oh yeah, so in other probably very interesting news to you guys, the new dinosaurs series will be starting up on Monday, hopefully. I've got several of the episodes already recorded, basically because I was just like, in case I don't have time to record next week, I want to, you know, have videos ready. So yeah, I've got the videos ready for that, and I think my current plan is there should be a video of dinosaurs up every single day next week, just to kind of bring it in the new park. And I have to say, it's looking pretty nice. We don't actually have any dinosaurs in yet, but it's looking very nice, A much more beautiful world than last time. Okay, so where will the rock wall be? At most, it'll be oh, because I gotta remember something. And that is, this is going to be a raised area, because the water level, I think, is actually going to be here. So the exhibit fence is going to be up like here. Yeah, so we're not going to do any border yet, just because I don't want to mess that up and have to rebuild it entirely later. Because that would be very, very, very bad. Weird little lag spikes. Don't know what's causing those. Okay, can I cheat on this side? I don't think I can, so I'm not going to try to cheat with this side. But let's see. Okay, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, slightly off, but that side will probably be somewhere very far away from the human eye, so it shouldn't be too noticeable, hopefully. And we'll just throw the last of this stuff down. Oops, and go across like that. Oops, wrong way. That'd be pretty weird if it all looked like that. Yeah, just quickly do that and then stack them up and we should be good. Yeah. I think these will all be fairly big. These will all be fairly big. This should be, what I meant to say is this building should be tall enough to support all the exhibits I need with a bit of extra space. Plus, I mean, we're gonna obviously need a bit more space to put the roof in, so it can probably go even taller if necessary. Yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the good, the reason, like I said in the last episode, that I wanted to start with something like this was just because, well, we don't usually do stuff like this. Like in any of my series, we never really do buildings like this. We either kind of, like, heck, even my last aquarium was basically just something we kind of dug out and put a few walls in, but other than that, it wasn't much of a building. So yeah, we just never really go out, build a building, put some small exhibits in it, and then go from there. Usually we've already got like something somewhat pre-made that doesn't require walls or an entire roof or something to be built. So yeah, doing indoor exhibits like this is something rare that I don't get to do often, so I was like, you know what, I really want to start the series off with this. Plus, if this actually goes really well, it should, at least I'm hoping, it should hopefully make the series a bit more popular with people, because, well, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping people will enjoy seeing something like this. Some sort of big building design to kind of kick the series off. Which, actually, it's not really kicking the series off, I guess you could say, because we technically already had a first episode. But, yeah. The first few episodes, at least. But there we go. And if we just put the cross beam across like this, and I think that's gonna make that look a little bit nicer. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Oh, I need to put the wall in over here. And for this one, we'll just have two very large panels because that's just gonna be easier for me, so that's what we're gonna do. Also, like, two Mo creatures cats spawned in a while ago, and I don't know, they're just running around meowing all over the place. What was that? Oh, it looks like an ent did spawn in. So yeah, a couple of the Mo creatures stuff did spawn in, I believe, before I could do the thing that turns off all mob spawning on the world, because, I don't know, I find that a lot more less stressful when building exhibits if there aren't a ton of other creatures just running around your park to mess with you. Yeah. Also, what is it? So I've been trying to think about other alternatives, I guess, to recording these episodes for this series, like the way we do right now, which is the typical way I record, where we just kind of, you know, have the first person cam and stuff like that. I've been considering, and especially for more of the indoor exhibits, using the replay mod, because I think that would be way nicer, I guess, in a way, to watch. At least I think it would be, to watch me use the replay mod to build stuff for the zoo, especially in the smaller areas, than, you know, obviously just, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to knock this out and put these back in, because I put them in one too deep, I believe. But yeah, doing something like that, because I think that will probably look a tiny bit nicer and, you know, have a bit less of a cramped view, so you'll have a better idea of what the overall picture is going to look like, rather than just, you know, this tiny little image you're getting from my first person view. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that though, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, for now, I think I think this is a decent place to call the episode. We got one little viewport right there. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. We might keep that, but I think this already makes the building look 10 times nicer, because, well, it's not as cramped and crowded. I'm gonna drag, Actually, if we do this, we're gonna drag the Komodo Dragon area out just slightly, because I think it's a bit too small. I think it's actually already wider over here, so here it's now, what is this? 6 blocks wide? Is it 6 blocks wide? It's over 6 blocks wide. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna look way, way nicer, I think. Yeah, that should look a lot nicer for the exhibit. This one, I think we can still leave about this small just because this is gonna be like a turtle exhibit, so we don't need a ton of space for it. Crocodile, I think it'll expand because we might move the snake wall just to over here. But yeah, I think this is a good start for the episode, for the episodic portion of building this. So yeah, tomorrow we'll probably come back, get in, I'm thinking the Komodo Dragon, the lizard, not the lizard, the turtle, and as many snakes as we can. So yeah, tomorrow's goal will basically just be, I guess like an animal palooza kind of thing. We're just gonna try and get in a ton of creatures that we kind of need to get in, and yeah, or that I want to get in and see if it works, because I don't know, haven't figured out how to articulate my language yet. I think I need to move the centerpiece one over a bit to make it a bit more centered in the building, because it's too far up. That's the advantage of this mini map, is that I can kind of at least use it to figure. Yeah, so the center would be slightly more like right here. Yeah, do something like there. So slightly farther down, and then it should be good. But yeah, I was really enjoying using the minimap a lot before I started the episode, because it was like a nice way to kind of get a good overview of how the park is looking. Because when we hit that, we get a pretty decent view of the area, which is nice. I like the minimap for that reason. I mean, yeah, the rock walls over by the elephants don't look particularly good right now, but it's gonna look better. Give it a few episodes. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this more rudimentary episode. Tomorrow we should be getting in a lot of creatures, so I hope you're looking forward to that. And until next time, guys, see ya.